If you've always wanted to invest, but you never thought you actually could, you need to listen up.
Yeah, our next guest says it is possible. Financial expert Amber Perry with Amber Perry Insurance Agency is here to answer some common questions. Great to have you back, Amber.
Thank you.
So if a person has only a small amount of money to invest, is it worth investing even at that point?
Of course it is. Small amounts can add up over long periods, and especially when you add in compound interest and time, it can turn out to be a pretty decent amount in the long run.
Now, if a person has a tight budget, how can they actually find the funds to start investing now?
Well, you have a couple different options. First, I would say make sure you have a budget. Control your spending. Those are two key things. If you're looking for some other options, you can actually increase the comprehensive and collision deductibles on your auto policy, as well as your homeowner's insurance deductible. Take that savings and invest it. If you need to pay the deductible because of a claim, you can always take the money back out of the savings portion.
And I know people are listening right now saying, well, I've never done this before. This is brand new to me. So if it is brand new to somebody watching right now, what should they do? How should they invest?
There are a couple good options. One, I would say first and foremost, invest in your work retirement program, a 401k, a 403b, or a Roth IRA. Contributions are subject to eligibility restrictions based on the modified gross adjustment amount for the contributor. And then Roth IRAs are actually always after-tax dollars, so any of those contributions you take out would be considered tax-free. There are tax maximums than you are able to put in. So what I would say is to give me a call. I'm happy to review that personally for any of the viewers, for yourselves, and take a look at what their specific situation is.
And what should someone do if they have concerns about fees that they might have to pay? What kind of options do they have?
Well, I think fees are a concern. You can have fees for commissions, for markups, markdowns, for administrative and management fees. There's a lot of fees that can be considered. What I would definitely give for advice would be that if you're speaking to your investment professional, make sure that you ask them what kind of fees are in any investment before you actually put your funds into it. And if you currently have investments, I highly recommend you take a look at what you're actually paying in fees now.
There's so much to remember. I mean, it can be really overwhelming. So coming to you, it's like, oh, good, I didn't think about this. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
So how can a person invest more tax efficiently? We're talking about taxes.
So there's pre-tax benefits and tax advantage accounts. Both have some benefits to them, whether it's tax-free or tax deferred. Either way, it could end up with a little more money in your pocket at the end of the year. So the two phrases, pre-tax and tax advantage accounts, are kind of interchangeable. They relate to benefits and retirement contributions. So pre-tax benefits are going to be what's taken out of your paycheck before your taxes are calculated. And other tax benefits that are things we can talk about, since I'll be here the first Friday of each month, or I also encourage anybody to give me a call.
Yeah, and we're seeing there on the screen, take control of your future, right? That's what you're really encouraging people to do. Why is it important that they start now and they do it as soon as possible rather than waiting?
Yeah, the sooner the better. Like the first question you asked me, even if it's a small amount, it can definitely add up over time. And if you don't wait until you have nothing left to spend, or you are waiting till, oh, where's that extra $100 a month or $200? It will never happen. So even if it's a small amount, there are different things that you can invest into to help you get started.
You've worked with so many people. What are some of the reactions saying, oh my gosh, okay, I did this 5 years ago. I had no idea it could add up this quickly?
I have had some really big reactions to people even investing a small amount, $25, $50 a month, and they say, wow, I really did not realize that, 6 years down the road, I would be at a position where that money actually had that compound interest effect.
Wow.
And so, you have to be careful in the market, because it does have obviously the ups and downs. But I think if you give yourself a period of time, you can see some type of potential growth.
Yeah. Well, and it can be pretty challenging to sort of weather a lot of these decisions on your own, right? Which is why it's so important to have knowledgeable guidance and really not try to just DIY, right?
Absolutely. I completely agree with that 100%. It's kind of when people go online and they think, oh, this should be easy, and they just start buying stuff. Same thing with your auto and home insurance. They don't really know what limits they're clicking on and just look for the best premium, and that's not always the best situation.
That's
Right.
right. You
Amber-
want to know the right choices.
Yes, it's not, you're not going to build your own house. You're not going to self-diagnose instead of
That's
going to
right.
the doctor. This is the same situation.
Exactly,
Amber,
yes.
thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. And if you have any questions about insurance or financial services, visit agents.farmers.com/aperry or call 520-296-6532.